Greetings, scholars and professors. I'm sure you're all interested in how to use myON.com's annotating tools because they aid in close reading. And we all know that close reading is one of the keys to greater comprehension of texts. And today we're going to do this on a text concerning Dr. Martin Luther King with a make-believe research project about how Dr. King helped influence the civil rights movement in the 1960s. Now, all of us know that before we can annotate any text, we need to read the text one time for gist, figure out all those important vocabulary words, and then we're ready to focus and closely read for what we're looking for. And in this case, what did Dr. King do to help the civil rights movement? So I've been reading through the text, and I'm going to scroll through to what Dr. King did after he became a young adult. And I know that Dr. King was inspired by the great Rosa Parks. And these are details that I probably want to put in my research report. So I'm going to click on this highlighter here. You could also use the brush if you want to underline. That's a choice that you could make and you should practice. So I'm going to click on the highlighter. It gives me some choices of colors. I am colorblind, so I'm just picking this color. And then I just click on the words that I want to highlight. For some reason, it doesn't highlight the last word. I go to the next page, and I'm again highlighting some key background information about how Rosa Parks was arrested, and it led to the Montgomery bus boycott. And at this point, Dr. King gets involved. And so we have our first actions, and I could even use a different color here because the other is background information. Since my report is about what he actually did to help the civil rights movement, I could use a different color. So I'm going to click on this, and again, it doesn't do the last word. I guess I'll have to go to a PD on that. And there's one other piece of important information here, and that is the effect of this boycott. And boycott is an academic vocabulary word that means to refuse to partake in something, usually for political reasons. So the people refused to take the bus, which was segregated. There's another academic vocabulary word. Segregation means the separation of people, in this context based on race. So I want to put the effect or results of his boycott, and I'll use yet another color. And I'm going to highlight that the highest court in America, the United States Supreme Court, ruled that bus segregation was illegal. So now I have all of my text evidence, and I'm ready to annotate it with a summary of what he did here. Annotation is when you summarize and put things into your own words, and it really helps you understand. And myON has these virtual sticky notes that are right over here. So I click on that, and then I click here. I could move it away from the text so it doesn't really affect the text. And I'm ready to write my note, which I put in my own words. So my note is in my own words. Inspired by Rosa Parks, Dr. King led the bus boycott, which helped cause the Supreme Court to rule that bus segregation was illegal. The best way to learn how to use these tools is by practicing it. Teachers or professors, you can communicate with students by using these symbols in the post-it notes. I use this comment bubbles over here, and if I want to leave comments to my students, I may do so. Hope this has helped, and I'm signing off from now.